Hey, loves, we're going to talk about love's pathway to a high value relationship. And I just did a video on a soul survivor dash Cynthia that I think is important. So I wanted to tailor it to this channel. So it's knowing our self-worth. And I have just been offered a job. It took 2 weeks of negotiation because I knew that the salary did not meet up with my worth. I'm a teacher. I have 5 endorsements. Very unique endorsements that not a lot of people have, plus a ton of experience. So they gave me this offer that was $23,000 less. And I knew my worth. We went through negotiation. They were still trying to hardball me down. And I stood my ground. I was willing to walk away. And in the end, I got top salary, $23,000 more than they offered. So I'm happy. I got what I wanted, plus I saw my worth. So it feels good. And if we accept something that's less than, it's going to start to eat at us. So if you're in a relationship where they don't see your worth, or if you settle for something less, a lot of times that's when people stray or start feeling resentment or uncomfort, and it can lead to depression. Searching, you're going to feel unsettled. So we have to really, invest in our people, give them time to show us who they really are, to really look out for red flags, to develop the relationship and to know what the worth of the relationship is before we commit to a long-term or even exclusive relationship. And knowing your self-worth, sexually, are we just, giving it to somebody who hasn't invested in us? A lot of people ghost after the first time because there's not that connection built yet. So it's good to build a connection. The longer somebody waits before physical, sexual interactions, the stronger the relationship is, and the longer it usually lasts. There's studies on that. So if you can hold out for a little bit, that'll lead to a better relationship. And it gets hard because when you really, really like the person, it's very tempting, but you have to control your temptations and really know that it's the right person, not the right feeling in the moment, but something that you want long-term. And we're talking about high value relationships, not just a fly by night, because that can lead to emptiness sometimes. And we're social beings. We need love is a need that we have. And depending on who you choose can make a huge difference in the rest of your life. The people that they associate with, are they safe people? Are they going to wear off on your partner? And we have to remember that we're basically a product of the 5 people we hang around with the most. They wear off on us, just little sayings or just the way you giggle. Sometimes you pick up things not knowing. And it's really important to have good quality friends. Get rid of toxic people if they're not willing to change or to express how you feel. And if you're with a high quality person, somebody with empathy, they will take your feelings to heart and they'll try to understand. They don't always have to agree, but a high value person will respect your boundaries. They're not going to try to manipulate you or coerce you or get you drunk so you do certain things that you wouldn't normally do. A high value person's not going to use you. And based on knowing our worth, we're going to know what we turn away. We're going to, have value in our health and value in the relationships that we keep. So I hope that job offer is a good example of knowing your worth will lead to abundance. I had to be willing to walk away. It wasn't quite right for me. I had to know that. So if we know in a relationship what works for us, what doesn't work, and we stick to it, that we know what's important to us, because once we start kind of like dumbing it down, it's going to affect how we feel about ourselves. It could lower our self-esteem. We're not going to be living the right life that we were meant to live. And choosing the right partner sometimes means walking away. And that's hard to do but it also means taking the time to get to know the person. So if you guys are struggling with moving on, let me know. I can help you with that. There's like a bridge, and that's in between my two channels, the Soul Survivor Cynthia, which deals with toxic relationships and the healing process. And this is kind of coming into love's pathway. How do we get the relationships that we were meant to have? So if you've struggled in the past, I'm here to help you. And there is a way to find quality relationships, because that's what you deserve.